Hey, my name is Dr. Brendan McCarthy. I'm the Chief Medical Officer of Protea Medical Center in Chandler, Arizona. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast. Today, I wanted to continue on a thread that we were talking about in a previous episode about supplements. And I talked a lot about supplements in the sense of they're contaminated, how you know it's a good one, not a good one, and what goes behind the scenes when it comes to supplements. And I kind of want to drill down a little bit more on this because I thought about it yesterday a fair amount. And I got really inspired to this. So I want to say this. I know many of you take a lot of supplements. And I know many of you have been prescribed these supplements and you have some second thoughts and you have some frustration with costs and you have frustration because you don't quite know if they're working or not. Some of you are taking a lot of supplements and you feel that, it is expensive. It's a lot of work, all these things, but you feel it must be doing something. And some of you feel like, yeah, this is helping pretty good. This is all right. It's a wide variety of people out there who take supplements. And I want to jump into this with why is it where some have benefit and some are not? Why are some people frustrated? Why are some are not? It all boils down to this. Let me start by saying, what are supplements? If you want, there's a click right up here, and that'll bring you to a link where I just talk about what are supplements trash, not trash, so how to pick what are healthy when it comes to supplements. That's when you can look at there. But today I wanted to focus on is what are they and why, and how to know if you really need them or not. You could see supplements as different ingredients in the recipe of being healthy. Okay? I came up with this analogy yesterday morning. I came up with this one. It made so much sense. And you think about it, it's true. Everything you eat can be a supplement now. I mean, there's fatty acids you could buy as a supplement, proteins you could buy as supplements. There's even carb loading things you could buy as supplements, CarboPro. They're all out there. All the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, all these cofactors are things that are meant to enhance those metabolic pathways. As a physician, I was trained in nutritional biochemistry, first biochemistry, then nutritional biochemistry. All physicians are trained in biochemistry and nutritional biochemistry. We all know the role, say, vitamin B3 plays in the Krebs cycle. So if there are any doctors watching this, be like, oh yeah, no, that's right. Vitamin B3 plays a role there. And magnesium. And we all understand the role of potassium. We all understand calcium. We know what these things do. We know these things. So all of these ingredients go into a normal life. And when you're eating well, like good, real, healthy food, a good, normal diet, all the ingredients are in there. Now, have you ever looked online, like me, to see how you can make different types of chocolate chip cookies? That's so stupid. Just if you could put like one of the things up there, there's like this spreadsheet, not a spreadsheet. There's you can make cookies with more butter. They look like this. More sugar looks like this. More flour, this. And like how you make different types of cookies by adjusting the ingredients in each cookie. You know what I mean? So you can do that. Same thing goes to the human body. If you ingest the ingredients, you're going to make a different end product. In this case, if you're going to be eating foods that are devoid of certain nutrients, your body's going to be a little different. You're going to be missing those ingredients, or you're going to have too little of the ingredients. Your cookie's going to be a little different. Okay? Now, in the case of medicine, in the sense of what I do, what I see clinically, is a patient comes in and I run their lab work because they're not feeling right. Their cookie isn't really good. Something's wrong with it. It doesn't taste right. And I run the labs and say, well, you're missing, butter, or something like that. You're missing something. So then me as your doctor, my goal as your physician in that moment, what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to look and say, okay, can I add the ingredient right now to you, like a condiment, like putting a little salt on your dinner, so to speak. And will that right now, can I help at least doing that? So what can I give them in the moment to at least get them somewhat stable? And then the next thing I'm supposed to do as your physician always is trying to make sure that when you're putting together your ingredients for your cookie, you're putting all the correct ingredients in there in the right ratios for you to be healthy. That's my job. Where does that go into this whole thing of I'm taking too many supplements, Brendan? I'm taking all these supplements. What's going on here? There's So much good research to explain to us why certain nutrients play a role in our health. And it's so important to have that study, those studies and all that research there, because we know when patients have too little of this, they end up with that. They have too little of this, it ends up with that. We know that if you have adequate levels of certain antioxidants, you have a better outcome with your health here or there. We know how to optimize your health and your wellness through the intake of a better diet, through that research. Inside the space of that research has grown this cottage industry that now has turned into this massive industry of the supplement industry. And it's massive. And they take these studies and they take it a step further and they say, well, by taking this supplement here, it'll treat X. By taking this supplement here, it'll treat Y. The thing about it is that it doesn't always work that way. If you say you're having an issue with your thyroid, and your thyroid's not feeling right, you're feeling sluggish, low energy. Let's even back up even further. Say you're thinking to yourself, man, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, I'm run out. Look up online, what's going on with me? And you look up online, it's like most likely thyroid. That makes sense. Let me go buy this thyroid supplement because it's giving me more energy. What was that? That's branding and marketing. That's just moving you through these boxes to make that person make a sale and you having that supplement in your body. I know some of you out there will be like, Brendan, you really are looking through the world through a negative lens right now. A little bit. Bear with me though. When you go online trying to find supplements, you're trying to figure out what's missing from your cookie without testing, without understanding it. So you're going to try and experiment with it to understand it. Sometimes you just keeps taking that supplement without knowing if it's helping you or not helping. Sometimes you go into a clinic and their goal is to make a sale. And they have to sell a certain amount of product in order to keep their business running. So they're going to push all these supplements. And by the way, they're on my shelves. Here are my supplements and buy them right now. You have others who will ignore it. Be like, hey, there's no such thing. Vitamins, that's not real. those are the crazy ones. Okay. Anybody who says the vitamins are not real are insane, by the way. Anyone who says that taking vitamins are unnecessary also really just isn't worth talking to. Okay. Because there are certain circumstances where you do need them. There's no such thing as an absolute answer with this stuff. It's all individual to you. So when you come into your doctor's office, you want them to understand you and look at your cookie. You want them to test it, to understand what's really missing. And then you want them to see why you didn't get it. Was it because you're not eating it enough? Is it because you don't absorb it very well? That happens. Is it a genetic irregularity? All these things, you deserve your doctor to explain that to you. And then when they prescribe something, you deserve us, as your physicians, to run the lab work to prove you needed it and it did its job. You also deserve us, as your physicians, to do everything we can to make sure you don't need to get it from a pill, that we can try and get it through your diet, through normal lifestyle. And another one, you do deserve this, the most important. When a doctor or any healthcare provider recommends a supplement to you, that healthcare provider at the same time should do everything in their power to help you source this medication from a reasonably priced source, and they should give you several options. If you walk into your care provider's office and they just say, you need to take these supplements, there you go. And I'm going to put you on a monthly renewal thing with your credit card, and you just keep taking this. That's not medicine. That's not care. That's not for you. I get frustrated with that one a lot because it really, you give so much goodwill to us when you come into our offices, and we need to deserve it. And the ethics of this is a big one with supplements. I know this. Supplements can be helpful. Supplements are essential, and they play a role in our wellness. We do need them. It's just they can't be abused by people trying to make a buck or trying to just move supplements because they feel this will be really, the new thing or whatever. I don't even know. I can't even climb in the brain of people that do that. I just don't have that in my head. I hope that helps. I do. I hope your cookies are good. Sorry. I don't know where this came from, man. I don't know. I didn't even eat cookies after I wrote that whole thing down, and I didn't, it wasn't even a cookie thing. It was just me just coming up with that one. So yeah, I hope this helps. And please like, share, and subscribe. Your comments help us drive this podcast. in directions that are helpful to you. So please take the time to give us your comments. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.